I know that you were locked in to the Pro Bowl games last night. Locked in, right?
I have not watched in 30 years. Like honestly, I'm not. I don't know how anybody could turn on that stuff. I like the All-Star game, the baseball All-Star game. The rest of them are useless. I'm sorry. I got no. All the other three are awful. Mm-hmm. Let's just be. It's not hockey when you're watching the hockey. It's not basketball when you're watching the basketball. It's not football. I like to each your own. If you're into it, be into it. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage.
You know when they got away, because I used to like the hockey one. I used to like the basketball one. When they tried to get too cute with it and North America versus the world and blue versus white, what was wrong with just East versus West?
Yeah.
And like the games themselves, like the guys would try stuff they would not normally try in a game, which I thought was kind of cool. I kind of looked out for that. I took it for what it was. I didn't need it to be more than what it was. And they just kept trying to make it more and more than what it was. And the bottom line is, like, the baseball one is the closest to a game. Not even close, you know?
And it's to compare that to the other three is a joke.
A joke, right.
All-Star game's legit. I like the All-Star game.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I like the All-Star game. It's
because it means something.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, the other. I mean, now don't give home field advantage over it. That was one of the dumbest ideas in the history of mankind. You know, I remember when they did that, and I was like, I got a crazy idea. You guys ready? You want to know? I know this is going to sound nuts, but you know the best way to give home field advantage in the World Series? The team with the better record. Isn't that crazy? That's like,
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's like groundbreaking crap, you know? But now, you know, the other three, I can't even tell you the last time I tapped in for a second. Like, I'm not being funny. On any three of those games, the hockey, the NBA, or the NFL, whatever they're calling it now, not even a second. Like, it's one of those things. I may have accidentally switched the channel and went, like that, and turned the channel right away, but I got no time for any of that crap, man.
Jared Goff did win the quarterback contest.
Apparently, he had a dominant showing, according to ESPN.
He did. We were watching it. It came on right after heavyweights, like just on TV. He was slinging it.
Yeah. And
could have used that in the playoff game.
Well, you know, and I figured that was good. But look, like the accuracy thing just doesn't move the needle.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's so important. It's vitally important, and no one cares.
See, that's why, at least, like, well, I mean, the dunk contest fucking sucks now, too.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, at least the dunk contest is fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like, they ran out of dunkers. We got Matt McClung on ice until the dunk contest from now on. He just gets de-thawed, and then look at this white guy. He can jump high. Like, I want to see fucking Zion Williamson. I want to see Zach LaVine in there.
Good luck.
Honestly, I blame LeBron. I'm a LeBron guy. You know I am.
Yeah.
I think he's the GOAT. It's his fault.
It is.
Jordan did dunk contests. Yeah. Hakeem did dunk contests. If LeBron would have done a dunk contest or two and put on a fucking show, which he would have, that would have inspired me. We would have seen John Morant in a dunk contest.
Maybe. Like, as a LeBron fan, I stand on that too. He was one of the first stars that said he just outright wasn't doing it, and then after that, you started seeing star power phase out of the dunk contest. So.
No, I get it. But yeah, it was like a perfect storm of stuff, Sean. Like, they tried to get too cute with it. Nobody cared about competing in the game anymore. Like that. That's just kind of how it went. The guys didn't want to play. And look, I get it. I think the advent of every game being on television hurt it. Because remember, the baseball All-Star game, that was the only time you saw the National League.
100. And not just that, but for those of us that would, like, scour the newspaper because there was no such thing as the internet, and you'd go, oh, man, this Al Oliver guy is having a good year. That was the chance to see him because you never got a chance to see him. You know, these random myths that you heard about, you never got a chance to see those guys. But, no, I mean, again, and boy, if you like it. I think it's hot garbage. I don't watch. Some of the skills competition I'm down with. You know, I think especially, you know, you guys were talking a little about some of the NHL stuff, I still get off on the hardest shot. Mm-hmm. I think that's fantastic. Watching a dude whip a 101-mile slap shot is like, damn.
It's like a fastball contest. You're going to be interested.
Yeah, so I'm interested in stuff like that, and the speed. Watching Dylan Larkin go head to head with McKinnon or whatever the case may be. I'll tap into stuff like that. The games, please.
Yeah, but whatever. We've had this discussion before. We'll have it again. Jump into that Woodward Sports chat thread, by the way. The super chat, if you want to skip the line like Dante151. I wasn't locked into the Pro Bowl. I was locked in on the Red Wings hockey game, though. Go Red Wings, go Alex Lyon, Cam Talbot. Let's go Red Wings, 3-2 shootout. Yes, Dante. And, there was juice last night with that game. I got done with the Oakland game, and I met some people that were in town with the Dallas Mavericks for drinks, and I was locked into the game.
Yeah.
Locked into the game on the screens. And
it was fun.
It was absolutely fun. And the Woodward text thread was going crazy. Sean, Spenny, and I are texting, and it's 12:30.
Yeah.
People
Western
were locked
Canada.
In. Western Canada. I love it. And I know Spenny here on the show sheet, for our little segment we do before we get into the nickel package Friday, he's got, Lions hired David Shaw as passing game coordinator. We're talking Red Wings.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Kate Cunningham.
Shout out Kate Cunningham. All-star.
We all knew it was going to happen.
No surprise whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
And it's one of those things that, to me, guys, I like hearing other people talk him up. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we've watched the maturation in the past year, okay? We've seen him take that step that he desperately had to take, that the franchise needed him to take. To see him get the flowers from other people, now that's what counts for me, guys.
And the old guys respect his game. Because he plays the ball he plays basketball the way it's supposed to be played.
What is required, the basketball play that is required, that's what he does every time.
And he's not foul baiting. He's not flopping. He is an elite level 3 level scorer in the offensive game. He's not diving like James Harden. He just gets buckets, and he doesn't bitch about it. He's a humble all-star. He's a humble superstar. And you hear the guys at TNT, which is the best show on television still, inside the NBA, you hear them oh, Chuck, at the end of it, when I'm so happy for that kid. You saw Shaq loved him the other week. He deserves it, man, and we all knew it was coming. It's just good. It's vindication to see it.
That's a topic for a slow day. Can I interrupt just for a second and interject just for a second? What happened to the great shows on television, the great pregame shows, okay? Because I agree with you. That one is watchable.
Yes.
That one, I'll tell you this. Our generation who grew up on Hockey Night in Canada, I can't watch any of that crap anymore.
I like TNT hockey when Biz and Gretzky are on it together.
And I'll give it that. And no offense to the Sunday morning shows. And I would put what we do up against anything. I don't watch that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
And I was on one of them for 12 years.
Sean, it's very
I don't watch
simple.
it anymore.
You know why the TNT NBA show works? Because it stars having shit to say.
Right.
Yeah.
They tell you how they feel.
Uncensored, though.
Uncensored. Yeah. They tell you how they feel. They're giving you an honest analysis. Anything that happens on a football pregame show, like a network football pregame show, is just an ex-athlete saying, I really like quarterback X. I really like his game. He has good chemistry with wide receiver Y, and they're a dangerous offense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally, that's it. Shaq tells you, he stunk tonight.
Right.
Hey, Zach LaVine, you stunk tonight.
And don't care how you feel about it.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, what are you going to say to me? I'm Shaq.
Yeah. Charles Barkley, same deal.
Oh, yeah.
You should be embarrassed. You got a paycheck tonight.
It's kind of I'm still down with game day. Okay, I'm still down with game day. But a lot of what you just described it has snuck into game.
It's not
day.
the same.
Yes. A lot of what you just described.
What's Desmond Howard really telling you?
Yeah, he's bad. And that's a Michigan guy. Desmond Howard is terrible.
Thank you.
He's terrible.
What's he really providing?
He's nothing.
A smile. That chuckle and a smile.
And a Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's time for Lee Corso to hang him.
It's still, and I'm probably saying it with more sentimental feelings put to it. It's still part of my college football game day. If I'm not out someplace broadcasting or whatever, I mean, I'm in. I have it, but I don't sit there like this, like I did for years. now it's kind of on.
Yeah.
If that may, you know what? I think I'm gonna mosey in the room and make an 8-egg omelet with extra bacon and ham.
Ooh.
And before I'd be in front of
sounds
the
pretty
TV
good.
and then run during the commercials. But Neal, to your point, that's exactly it. I'm still in. It's not like that. Hey guys, I don't know how anybody could watch that crap on CBS or Fox.
An 8-egg omelet is nuts.
I have no, I'm not being funny. I have no idea how somebody could sit there and go, yeah, it's noon. I can't wait to see what Terry and Jimmy and Michael have to say.
Because they don't have anything to say.
For me, I hate 12-1 now on an NFL. I'm serious. I hate 12-1 because it's like, all right, start the freaking game.
Yeah,
start
Fox
the
too.
freaking game. I don't need any of this crap. Every one of those shows are just unwatchable to me. No offense. I mean, if you like them, don't cry and be a big baby about it.
I don't think anybody's up in arms of you saying
I
that.
don't watch any of that crap. It's awful. So, Spenny, sorry to take it on a tangent, but
No, you're
right.
fine.
I mean, what those guys do on TNT, that's legitimate. Neal, I think it's legitimate because of what you said. The rest of the time, you have guys up there carefully choosing their words.
Right. And it can't be that way.
I don't want to watch guys carefully choosing their words. Hey, guys, sometimes, and I tell this to young broadcasters all the time, okay? Sometimes you have to actually do your job. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it may hurt you, but if Jahmyr Gibbs has an awful game, you know what you have to say? Jahmyr Gibbs had an awful game. That doesn't make you less of a fan. That you're not going to melt like the Wicked Witch of the West, okay? And it's just people get. I don't want to offend anybody. It's your
job.
It's your job.
People don't want to lose the relationships too, because that's a big part of media too. Relationships.
That's a huge part of it. It is. It's a huge part.
Out of nowhere in the Woodward Sports chat thread, Art Vandelay, American Gladiators was sweet.
American Gladiators was sweet.
Yes, it was.
Randall Smalls with the super chat.
Yes, and this is going to be a great segue, Spenny. Rando Small. Sam said earlier the Wings aren't ready to contend. I disagree. A goalie can always get hot. What say you? Rando, we're going to touch on that.
Shout out Alex Lyon, you psychopath.
Tell him about Sabbath song.